people. A KV-85 and a T-34. Remember, there's packs on this side of the map and a lot of urban terrain to hide in. There's already a bunch of corpses here already from destroyed tanks. Not sure if lessons learned. We're just going to have to see what Sir Nad can do with that KV-85 and Boiler supporting with the T-34. A huge assault on this central location by Scorpion now. He's neutralizing the point very fast. Looking at this one engagement though, you can kind of see how thin the forces are spread for the Soviet Union. Not a lot of defenses going on. They can definitely punch through these lines. That is, the Germans can punch it. And we got a T-34 down. A T-34 down. Someone calling the Blackhawks. This Tiger is now moving out just a little bit forward. Going to be bringing up a Panzer II Lukes and a bunch of infantry. This is definitely an assault that's going to happen. Going to take that point on the left-hand side. He's so close to it. Shikata Sensei has some paratroopers. Double paratroopers, actually. Double paratroopers all the way. And check out Scorpion delivering a Pack 40 to this area. Although he's meant to be helping out in the middle, or that's his territory, he's still helping out this right-hand side. Pitbull moving his Pack 40 back, avoiding that artillery strike. Well on the ball. This Pack 40 has definitely laid waste to a lot of these tanks in this area. KV-85 now approaching. We have smokes up. I believe those are the Russian smokes trying to advance in that area. Have to be very aware of these Pack 40s. They need to take them out somehow. Artillery, sneaky infantry, although sneaky infantry is going to have to be extremely skillful to pull that off. Such a range of infantry just all over that area. Eva running up with an AT grenade, trying to get it off on the Lukes. Abandoning that idea and trying to run for cover, but tried to save that infantry. You gotta admire that at least. Sir Nad looking around, and that skull's just had a huge chunk taken out of it. Sir Nad needs to be aware of the Pack 40. Pack 40 is now moving around to that right-hand side of the map. I'm not sure what Scorpion plans to do. He gets his half-track eliminated. If someone could just reman that Pack 40 and fire it, not a bad side shot at all. Oops, did not mean to bring my camera here. Triumph closing in from behind the point. He's making sure no one's lurking around there before he takes that. He doesn't want to take any additional losses. And I suppose that's what's earning him this entire side of the map, almost by himself. Luke's supporting in this forest. He's very certain that's safe. Quite possibly the best use of units I've ever seen. Infantry scouting ahead, light tanks supporting, and a heavy tank sitting right at the back. Remember the heavy tank on the left-hand side, which is barely moving, sitting there as a fortress, not to be approached. This opens up room for Shikata to approach. Some sandbags already there from the enemy when they deployed them early on in the game, but he's going to use them for himself. We've got an IS-2 going to be matched up against that Tiger tank. Tiger, I still believe, has the advantage here. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do not mind. In all honesty, I need to learn more about this game. And you know, you can help me learn this game as well. Shikata being very cautious with his infantry. He's not going to charge them in there to die straight away. And in the distance, we've got some dust moving. Either some light vehicle still hidden in the fog of war. We're going to be seeing that sometime soon. I'm not sure what the plans for that is. A BA-64. It plans on exploding in a big cloud of flames. I'm not sure how that's going to work out for Eva. Possibly a bad tactic. I'm not overly sure. This Luke's now retreating after doing its job. Once again, Pack 40 trying to be targeted by a flare artillery strike. And the Pack 40 does survive. My fair lady. That's totally what I hear anyway. Black Widow with the Yarg Panther heavy tank destroyer. Keeping that in the back. This area is complete lockdown for approaching tanks. Pitbull driving in a half-track full of infantry. Getting them out very close to the front of the battlefield. In plain sight of the enemy. Sir Nad and Boiler going to do their best to repel this attack with infantry only. That's the only resource they can really use at the moment. Their armor just constantly getting picked off. Although they can use the armor for cover if that's what they were going for. you know, that's appropriate. You can totally do that. Although remember, the armor despawns, destroyed armor despawns over time. Counter charge happening. I'm not sure why this occurred. Maybe just want to get a little bit more population back. I'm not sure. And wow, just sandbags everywhere now for this side of the map. The Lukes goes down, hit by the IS-2, lurking in the shadows somewhere. It's not going to stop Shikada from moving up infantry. Although this tank commander that got out of the tank gets grenaded. Regardless, they're still approaching on that area, closing in. More artillery strikes on this right-hand side. Pitbull did retreat his units in time. Double 222s from Scorpion, going to be supporting Pitbull on this right-hand side. He's not fussed about progressing in the middle. It seems like Shikada and Triumph will be moving on that central position anyway. So Scorpion and Pitbull can take care of this side, with Black Widow just to the right of them. Not sure what Black Widow is doing. We'll see if he supports later in this assault. 1-2-2-2 down though. The other 2-2-2 even more down. Pitbull's infantry not supported anymore. He's moved into this zone and already neutralized it. That's still good in itself. Cernad bringing an IS-2 and a half-track. I'm not sure if this is the correct response. Although they don't know that this Jagdpanther is around. Black Widow springs into action. He's keeping that hidden. So it does have the element of surprise. Now I can't see much infantry behind these sandbags. Might just be because the fog of war is on. They could very well be hiding behind the sandbags, which would prevent a lot of infantry from approaching. But we're getting an assault. And a surprise this IS-2 gets. Meeting the Jagdpanther, it just gets destroyed. And I'm looking on this left-hand side now, and it's just super defenses. I don't think they're keen on attacking just yet. Actually, we've got both sides attacking over on the right. It's just, you can see this terrain has just paid for that. School building, only one wall left. A load of houses just not existing anymore. More artillery over on the left hand side of the screen, making these infantry retreat. Scorpion well on the ball though. He's going to move, except this one guy who thinks he can handle an artillery, but I guess now we know he can't. He'll definitely know that for next time. Eva Beatrice still making a stand on this side. What do we have here? To me, it looks like a Nebelwerfer Hoffenjoffen Jaffekeke, yeah. Dr. Pitbull Panzerwerfer, the mobile version of the Nebelwerfer. It also costs way above 1,000 manpower. So plenty of points for the Germans to be able to afford that. I don't think it's necessary for them to have this, but it's definitely an edge on the field right now. This line of sandbags with infantry behind them is now being assaulted by Flyby Now and Eva. We've got an artillery strike going down on the sandbag line. I'm not sure if Shikada notices this. We've got a second artillery strike just to the left of it. This could definitely penetrate the line. Shikada retreating his infantry to a second sandbag line. Great that he has that up. He's not going to lose any footing, in all honesty. For saying he's not played for 2 or 3 months, he knows how to defend. He can still defend that point with this secondary sandbag line. That was great hindsight on his behalf. We also have a Nebelwerfer, very forward Nebelwerfer, protected by the sandbag line, firing, countering approaching infantry. This Tiger tank still in the same position it was for about the last 10 minutes, using this rock for cover. I often see this rock used for protecting stuff like actually it hits itself, damages itself, but yeah, usually AT guns like to hide behind this. Tanks very often, because they can pop out, fire, and then pop back in again. That's definitely what's going on this side of the map. Triumph using his knowledge of the map to do that. T-34 on the high ground. I think he's trying to get a shot on the Tiger. It's not able to penetrate though. Flyby now given his position away, they've pinged the map, so they definitely know its existence. It would be a great idea to retreat now. Don't even try and risk it. That Tiger tank will destroy you. Although I've definitely been in situations where I'm just like, just one more shot can do it. if I just get that one more shot in, I can destroy the tiger, and the tide of this battle will turn. But most often than not, you just end up getting destroyed, and it's horrible. This 222, no match for a T-34, gets hit, gets destroyed, not repairable now. The half-track, they could still repair the half-track, but I don't think they even care to do that. They don't need it. We've got infantry moving up on this right-hand position, the central right-hand flag point. Artillery being called once again. The infantry retreat not falling for that. Everyone's paying attention. But even though the artillery is not going to kill anyone, it's still successful in repelling the enemy. Even though it's temporarily. We have a GG from Fly-By-Night. Good mannerisms. The game it definitely was an entertaining game, I'll say that. An IS-3 perches itself just in sight of the German forces, and this game's still going to go on, it's still going to go on to the end, and that's a really great thing about this game. Okay, yeah, I suppose it doesn't really have a quit button, but fight on until the very end, make it, you know, just annoy the opponents as much as you can. You never know, you may turn the tide of the battle. I've definitely had a fair few games where it's been 97, 98 or 99 points, and we've won. We've just kept on, and we just played the perfect game. I'm sorry, I raised my hand there, smacked my keyboard. It's time for me to stop the running commentary. I'm just gonna go on the closing notes now. That congratulations to Shikada and Triumph. You played a very aggressive game. Shikada well supporting Triumph with the defences on this side of the map. In the centre we had Scorpion, who kind of supported on the right hand side more than the central location. He kind of gave that up for the most part, but he still had control of it. He still pressured it, didn't give it up at all. And on this right hand side we had Pitbull and Black Widow US. It was more of a 3v2 on this side of the map as Cernad and Boiler faced up against Black Widow, Dr. Pitbull and Scorpion all together. My criticism for this side is the Russians shouldn't have brought tanks to this side. Regardless, they did hold their point, both points in fact, for quite a long time, so they were rather successful in repelling the German attacks. Just going to say it again, good game all around. If it was like any other players on the Soviet Union, that game could have ended very quickly. I want to record more of these if you guys will allow me to. I can definitely see some interesting games being sparked. I'm Inuki, this is InukiTV, I'm going to end it there. Good night, I hope you enjoyed.